Okay, now we'll be doing the module 3 packet tracer, investigating the TCP-IP and OSI model. Okay. So I think this is a simulation activity. Let's see for it. Copy. Let's see. Hurry up. Okay, right now we are uploading our chapter 4 video YouTube. YouTube writing our credentials. Okay. Did a packet tracer simulation activity. Your email. You can email me if you want. Okay, web client. Okay, have a topology here. Web client directly connected to a web server. So objectives. So part 1 is examine HTTP web traffic, and part 2 is display elements of the TCP/IP protocol suite. Okay, the background is the simulation activities intended to provide a foundation for understanding the TCP and IP protocol suite and the relationship to the OSI model. So, okay. Simulation mode allows you to view the data contents being sent across the network at each layer. So as data through the network, as the data moves through the network, it's broken down into smaller pieces and identified so that the pieces can be put back together when they arrive at destination. Okay. So each piece is assigned a specific name. Protocol data unit, PDU, and associated with specific layer of the TCP and OSI model. So the packet tracer simulation mode enables you to view each of the layers of the associated PDU. So the following steps lead the user through the process of requesting a web page from a web server by using web browser application available on the client PC. Okay, so even though much of the information displayed will be discussed in more detail later, this is an opportunity to explore the functionality of packet tracer and will be able to visualize the encapsulation process. Okay, so part 1 is examine HTTP web traffic. So in part 1 of this activity, you will use packet tracer simulation mode to generate web traffic and examine HTTP. Okay, so step 1 is switch from real time to simulation mode. Turn on the simulation mode. Okay, in the lower right. So however, a powerful feature of packet tracer allows the user to stop time. Okay, by switching to simulation mode. So in simulation mode, packets are displayed as animated envelopes. This time is event driven. The user can step through networking events. Okay, now we are in the simulation mode. Select HTTP from the event list filters. Okay, HTTP. So click to show all none. Okay, we just edit filters. We just need the HTTP. Okay. So generate a web HTTP traffic. Currently, the simulation panel is empty. There are 6 columns listed across the top of the event list. 6 columns. transmission panels as traffic is generated. Okay. So in this, there are only 5 column. The info column is used to inspect. Okay, there is no info column. So the web server and web client are displayed on the left pane. Okay. The panels can be adjusted in size by hovering next to the scroll bar and dragging left. Okay, this is one. Bid. Click on the web client in the far left. Click the desktop. Okay, we just need to type in this URL. Go. Oops. You must see the capture forward to display the network events. Click capture forward 4 times. There should be 4 events, the event list. Look at the web client. Did anything change? Okay. Let's see. Capture forward. Is this capture forward? One, two, three, four. What? Explore the contents of HTTP packets. So click the first colored square. Okay. Okay. So it may be necessary to expand the simulation panels. Let's see. Okay. No. Okay, this is enough. So click the first colored square box here. So the PD information device, we're plugging Windows information at device. So client information at device or client. So Windows displays. So in this window there are only 2 tabs. So OSI model and outbound video details. Okay. So because this is the start of the transmission, so as more events are examined, there will be 3 tabs displayed, adding a tab for inbound, video details, and event is the So when an event is the last event in the stream of traffic, only the OSI and inbound PDU details tabs are displayed. Okay. So if it is the last event, because we are on the first event, OSI and outbound PD details are displayed. So ensure that the OSI model tab is selected. So under the outliers column, ensure that the layer 7 is highlighted. Yes, it is highlighted, but we don't have a text displayed right next to the layer 7. So what information is listed in the number steps but directly below the in layers and out layer boxes. We have here the HTTP client sends an HTTP request to the server. So click next layer. Layer 4 should be highlighted. Next layer. Layer 4 should be highlighted. Or should be this one. See, click next layer. Destination IP port. So even though we don't correct this yet, next layer, the destination port value is displayed. So 80. Next layer, layer 3. Okay. Layer 7. Okay. Click next layer. Or okay. So click next layer, layer 4 should be highlighted. Okay. So what is the destination port value? So have destination port 80. Next layer. So destination IP, we have 192.168.1.254. Okay. So the same devices DNets have the okay. So what information displayed at this layer? Let's see. So have the next app address is Unicast. The app process look at the app table. So it's for layer 2. Okay. The next app address is in the ARP table. So more on layer 2 things. Okay. Our processes the frame destination MAC address to the one found in the table. The device encapsulates a PDU into an Ethernet frame. Okay. So click the outbound PDU details tab. So information listed under PDU details is reflective of the layers within TCP-IP model. Okay, let's see. Ethernet 2 provides even more detailed information. Okay, the information listed under the Ethernet 2 section provides even more detailed information that is listed under layer 2 on the OSI model. So the outbound PDU details provides more descriptive and detailed information. So the values under destination source MAC address. The Ethernet 2 section of the PDU details appear on the OSI model tab under layer 2 but are not identified as such. Okay, so this is the MAC address, no? Let's see. Okay, MAC address for the okay, that is the source to this destination MAC address. So what is the common information listed under the IP section of video details? So as compared to the information listed under the OSI model. So it is associated with the layer 3, no? Should be. So we have the source IP and destination IP here. Okay. IP header. So what is the common information listed under the TCP section? Let's see. So as compared to the information listed, okay, the TCP here is associated with the layer 4. So we have TCP source port and destination port. Okay, this is the layer 4. Nice. So what is the host listed under the HTTP section of the PDU details? So what layers would this information be associated with under the OSI model tab. Host listed. Where is it? PTU details. Where is it? PTU details. What is the host? You can see the PDU formats, PDU details. You can see. Okay. So click the next colored. Okay, click the next colored square box under the event. Let's see. Okay. Clicks the next colored square box under the event list. Info. So only layer 1 is active, but not free. What? Click the next colored under. Not grayed out. The next device moving the frame from the buffer and placing it. Let's see. Yeah. You only have one layer highlighted. Okay. So advance the HTTP info box within the event list and click the colored square box. So this window contains both in layers and out layers. Let's see. Okay. So in layers, notice the direction of arrow directly under the in layers column. It is pointing upward. What is in layers? Wait. Wait. Advance to the next HTTP. Info box. Okay. This one. Okay. Okay. So it contains. Okay. What is the host listed under the HTTP section? Okay. So I think this is the one. Host listed. So osi.local. Okay. So the host is www.osi.local. So that is the host. Okay. Next. So we're now on the. Let's see if we're recording this. So notice the direction of arrow directly under the in layers column. It is pointing upward. I think so because we're using the latest version of the packet tracer. So I think it is one of the factors that we can see some info here. So indicated direction is traveling. What? Where is it? Or this one? No, upward. So I think no. So So this is updated version. This is called these layers, making note the items previously viewed. So at the top column, the arrow points to the right. This denotes that the server is now sending points to the right. So comparing the information displayed in the in layers columns with that of out layers, what are the major differences? Let's see. So create the outbound thing is called on this. What is the first line? Let's see. So first we need to, what is the major differences? Okay. So the major differences is the destination address. Okay. So the inbound video details. So we have the MAC address of this one. But this is the source address on the outbound. So I think this is the PDU details when it is accepted. I think destination address, let's see, is the 25 the MAC address. Let's see what is the MAC address of this. So have that okay. The 41D, 41D. No. 141D. Oops. So the destination in the inbound is the destination address is the server. So the source is the web client. So the outbound is the destination address would be the web client. Okay. Then the source is now the web server. Let's see what is the pick the outbound PDU details. So what is the first line? The HTTP message that displays. So HTTP data connection. So it is closed. Okay. So click the last colored box under the info box and the tabs are displayed with this event and how many tabs. So we only have two, inbound and outbound. What is the inbound? Let's see. Okay, in the last event in the stream of traffic, so OSI model and inbound tabs are displayed. So that is the last tab. So we only have the inbound. So outbound is, so that is the going to the server. Okay. Then the inbound is so going back to the web client. Where are we? Okay. So part 2, display elements of the TCP-IP protocol suite. Okay. So part of this activity, we could use the packet tracer examination mode to view and examine some of the other protocols comprising of the TCP-IP. Step 1 is view additional events, close any open PDU windows. Okay, I need to show all. What? So what additional event types are displayed? There's so much more. We have the DNS, the ARP, okay, the DNS and ARP, TCP, HTTP. Okay. So these extra entries play various roles in the TCP/IP suite. So if ARP is listed in searches, MAC addresses. So DNS is responsible for converting a name. Okay, for example, our URL earlier to an IP address. So additional TCP events are responsible for connecting, agreeing on communication parameters, and disconnecting the communications sessions between the devices. And these protocols have been mentioned previously and will be further discussed as the course progresses. So currently there are over 35 possible protocols available for capture within packet tracer. So click the first DNS event in the info column. Okay, so explore the OSI preview. So as you look at the OSI model tab with layer 7, highlight the description of what is occurring in the system directly below the in layers and out layers. So the DNS client sends a DNS query. The DNS server is very information to help understand what is occurring during the communication process. So let's see. So layer 7 DNS. What we will examine what? Okay. So DNS client says DNS query to the okay, DNS server. Okay, the DNS client says DNS query to the DNS server. Okay. Because DNS server domain name system. Okay, so click the outbound video details in the name in the DNS query section. So we have the name. Okay, this is the URL or the page that we're accessing. Next is what is the okay, which device is displayed? Okay, web client. So on the last DNS. Okay. Also the web client. Last DNS. The last DNS is the web client. Okay. So what is the value listed next to address in the DNS answer section? DNS answer. What is the name? There is no address. DNS answer address. There's none. We don't have an address, okay, or IP. So I have the address of, I think this is the web server. So find the first HTTP event, click the corner box of the TCP-IP event. So highlight layer 4 in the OSI model tab. Okay, and then remember this directory. Okay. Under items 4 and 5. First HTTP. Okay. First HTTP. Okay. So under 4. never list below the Indians and others under 4 and 5. There's none. So send segment information to sequence number 1. Okay, we have the sequence number acknowledgement number because it's a TCP. No? Okay. This one, the TCP under 4 and 5. Under 4 and 5. Okay, so TCP manages connecting and disconnecting of the communication channel along with other responsibilities. So this particular event shows that the okay, so it has been established. So click the last TCP event, highlight layer 4 in the OSI model tab. So examine the steps listed directly below in layers. So what is the purpose of this event? Based on the information provided in the last item, this should be item 4. So the last TCP event, so layer 4, so the device sets the connection state to closed. Okay. So the established is closed. Okay. So the last device sets the connection state to closed. Okay. That's it. What is the purpose of this event? So it's just closing the connection. Okay. So that is the last TCP event. So challenge is okay. This is just a challenge. No, you can do this. Okay, challenge yourself, and that's it.